Talking about my country. Situation 1. Anne is a new student from London, and she discusses with her new friend Emma about the culture in England and America. Hi, Anne. Welcome to Boston High School. I'm Emma. I'm your new classmate. Let me show you around. Thanks, Emma. Nice to meet you. So, Anne, where do you come from? I'm from London. This is the first time I've traveled to America. Wow, all the way from England. I have always wanted to travel there. Living in a new country is fun and exciting, but it's going to be a big change for me, so I want to know more about this country. Can you share some common things about the American culture, please? Sure. The American culture is very interesting. First of all, Americans often prefer large and luxurious. To them, large can be practical. I think thinking big also applies to American food, too. Most restaurants serve very large portions. Americans love going out to eat or ordering takeout. So if you're going out to eat and aren't sure of the size, it's okay to ask your server what they recommend. Yes, because the U.S. is a melting pot of different cultures, bringing along a variety of tasty foods. That's right. Even in small American towns, you're likely to find pizza, Chinese, Japanese, or Mexican food. In larger cities, you'll find restaurants devoted to Ethiopian, Brazilian, or Afghani cuisine. That's cool. And I can see that many Americans love and follow sports. People say one of the most popular differences between British and American English is how they see the games. Really? Americans do not like small scores. That's why they do not like football. They tend to like games with big scores like basketball and American football. And the English people tend to be more patient in playing, and this can be seen in many games such as cricket and football. Oh, sports can be a huge uniting and dividing factor among Americans. During football and basketball season, you might see people getting into spirited debates about whose team is better. Football is fun to watch, but can be pretty confusing to follow. Can you help me out? I want to know why over 100 million Americans watched the 2017 Super Bowl. Sure, no problem. What else do you want to know? What is the main religion in America? Back in my hometown, people are now getting away from the church and tend to be less religious. The United States remains a predominantly Christian nation. People in the United States tend to be more religious, especially those living in the southern regions. Oh, how about the people in America? Often Americans tend to be friendly. They tend to want to be part of someone else's problems as they communicate. The English people really appreciate personal privacy, and they try to give respect without too entering the private affairs of others. This difference is the reason why the English tend to be cooler. I guess so. And you know that the British tend to be elegant in appearance, right? This is the opposite of most Americans, who tend to be casual. Jeans were created first in the United States, and we now know why they were not created in England. True. The English people tend to be more polite. Even the level of decency the British people have is often viewed as higher than the average of other Europeans. This tends to contradict the American way of communicating. They tend to bring out jokes which, for most English people, are quite rough. Americans also tend to speak loudly. Many consider the United States and the United Kingdom are two nations divided by the same language. However, while it is true that both nations have historically shared a close relationship, they have major differences in culture. I agree. but it's a fact that both of these cultures are interesting. I want to travel to England to learn all about its culture. You can come with me when I go back to England this summer. Really? That's great, thanks. No problem. Situation 2. Linda and David travel to London, and their tour guide, Luke, introduces them to all the interesting facts about England and London. Hi guys, welcome to London. My name is Luke, and I'm your tour guide for today. Let me show you everything about this ancient country, England. I'm Linda, and this is my husband, David. This is our first time visiting England. Besides the 2 popular visitor attractions, I'll show you these travel experiences that can turn you into a real local. That's great. I want true local experiences, which are different from the basic places I saw online. You can count on me. Being the capital of England, London has a history dating back to Roman times, a bustling nightlife, great shopping, and even beautiful views. What are people like in the UK? Brits have a mixed reputation in other countries. On the one hand, they're quite polite and proper. On the other, they're known for their loutish drunken behavior while abroad. Really? How? Well, both types of Brits are fairly common, but 2 activities that tend to unite all UK citizens: queuing and talking about the weather. With all this diversity comes all different types of cultures, right? Yes. Walking down my street, there is an English pub, a burger place, multiple Italian, Indian, Thai, and Chinese restaurants. Most anything to satisfy your taste buds. Besides the famous English breakfast, fish and chips, what are the other popular foods in Britain? The UK's most popular dish is actually chicken tikka masala, and the quaint cream tea, which derives from Devon. It's a light meal designed to be eaten in the afternoon, combining tea with dainty sandwiches and cakes. That sounds so delicious. I can't wait to try it out. How about UK art? The United Kingdom has a rich history in the arts. London's West End has a reputation akin to New York's Broadway. What genres of music are popular to the British? The West End is home to several theaters showing popular plays and musicals. Really? I want to go to a music festival before I go back to the US. Many genres of music have a huge following in the UK, from the country's superclubs putting on famous DJs to Wembley Stadium and the O2 hosting international stars. Oh, there are the UK's renowned music festivals. The likes of Glastonbury attract hundreds of thousands of music fans every year. That's right. And while you're in London, you can see performances of famous Shakespeare plays at a recreation of the Globe Theatre on London's South Bank. I will. With no problem with transportation, it's easy to get around and see all of the amazing places that London has to offer. Whether it be the Tower of London or the London Eye, the city is exploding with cool things to see and learn about. There are over 100 museums, galleries, and exhibits to visit that offer insight into the amazing history of London. Wow, can you recommend things that people must try when visiting London? Here is a list of must-dos. Take pictures with a red phone booth. Have a pint in a historic pub. Strolling around Nunhead Cemetery. Watch a show, Wilson's Music Hall. Drinking in rooftop bars. And stomping around Soho. I will say cheers as thank you as many times as possible, and I will immediately seem like a local, right? That's right. Good luck and have the best time exploring this city. Thank you for your help.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment on my video. Please, subscribe to Learn English with Jessica channel to watch more helpful videos. Goodbye.